and welcome to the latest episode of the Video Game Choo Choo Passenger Car. I am your conductor today, John Machonsky. Now today, I've decided to do something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about something that isn't necessarily about video games, but it still has roots in gaming culture, so I think it is important to discuss. Now that thing is cosplay. Like I said, cosplay is something that is often brought up when in anime cons or other things that aren't necessarily about games, but there is still definitely video game cosplay. So I think it is perfectly logical for us to talk about it on Choo Choo. So today, I decided to bring in a friend of mine who is knee-deep in the cosplay community. Her name is Maddi McFly. Maddi, would you say that you are a professional cosplayer, or what would you say your title would be in the cosplay community?
Man, this has just been mostly a hobby for me, but people have definitely been interested, and I have been paid for a ton of gigs. So I guess, in a sense, professional. But, no one wants to label themselves as a professional. I'm still just a baby.
Not a lot of people would be super familiar just on the spot with, you. So what would you say your credentials would be? Like, do you have any, famous cosplays that people might recognize you as?
Yeah, I am recognized a lot at conventions. A lot of people recognize me not only for the people that I'm dressed up as and stuff, but they'll also be like, hey, you're that chick from that internet corner, and totally ask for pictures just for that reason. And it's an honor. I never thought that I'd sort of reach that hierarchy or that level in the cosplay hierarchy. But so I guess in a sense I do have sort of a small following, and I love every single one of them. They're amazing people, and they have gotten me a lot of opportunities, cosplay opportunities, for making money and for meeting really cool people. So that means a lot.
So what was your cosplay backstory? How did you get into it? And also just, throw a little, factoids about yourself, too, while you're at it. Just, how did you get started in this community? Oh,
it's super embarrassing. As a kid, 11 to 13, I was obsessed with games like EverQuest 1 and 2, and World of Warcraft, and Warcraft 1 and 2. And just from that, I'd look at the box art, and I'd be like, those people look so cool. And of course I'd Google them and be like, look, these people, they're so neat. And see people dressing up as them, and I was like, that is the coolest thing. And that sort of escaped me for a while, until I got into anime and drawing anime, and I met a friend, and they're just like, hey, there's this local anime convention that we can go to. And I was like, that's super sweet. Oh yeah, let's hit that up. But she told me, we were 13, she told me we weren't allowed to attend unless we wore costumes, or else we'd embarrass ourselves. And I was like, oh, okay. So, in 2 weeks, I whipped up Namne from Kingdom Hearts 2, and I whipped up her costume of Pence from Kingdom Hearts 2. And we got there, and we had so much fun, but I kept seeing all these people not in costume, and I was like, should we tell someone? Should we tell some people they're breaking the rules? They're not in costume. But yeah, so I was pretty much tricked and bamboozled into cosplay, but it became a super huge hobby and a love of mine. So
yeah, so you make your own costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are some more recent costumes that you've done?
More recent ones, I've done Hellboy from the Hellboy movies. Or the BPRD comics. I've started piecing together a Liara Dasoni from the Mass Effect series. I'm still working on the armor for that. Recent ones, I've been sort of piecing together a Marty McFly from Back to the Future too, just because I'm a giant nerd. But I have a list of all these cosplays that I want to do, and it's miles long, and I'm never going to get to a single inch of it, I swear.
Yeah, I mean, just for me personally, I've done a couple of cosplays, and it's tough doing all the ones that you want to do. You're like, I love that character, and now I want to dress up as them, and it's fun just being around a bunch of people in a bunch of wacky outfits, and just getting to know people based on for me, from what I've seen, cosplay is just kind of a good way to meet new people in a sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, would you agree that it's a good way to just meet new friends in places like conventions?
I've met so many people through cosplay. It's amazing. Like, I swear, like, probably 3/4 of the friends I have on my Facebook right now, I've met through cosplay or, like, through some sort of art thing. It's really neat.
Mm-hmm. Now, like I mentioned at the top of the show, you are, at the very least, semi-professional cosplayer.
Oh, thank
you. How do people go about hiring professional cosplayers, and what's the process of showing up to these events? Like, what are you tasked to do at these events?
For the most part, cosplayers are used sort of as a promotional tool, almost. Like, the cosplay will have something to do with the business that's being run. So, like, recently I was just at Fan Expo, and I was dressed up as Hellboy for Metropolis Comics and Toys, which is a comic book store. So they were like, oh, that's totally cool, comic book cosplay, whatever. It was really casual because I knew the people beforehand, so they just hit me up on Facebook, sort of, like, walked through what I would have to do. I just talked to the people, talked to them about the upcoming events of, like, Free Comic Book Day and whatnot. And, and just basically how much I'd be paid, and what would happen. Working for people you know is very easy, but, I've been offered a couple jobs through, like, Microsoft and stuff, and, like, that's very, it's different, and I get more nervous, cause, like, oh, I don't know these people, like, I'm gonna make a fool of myself. But they're very nice, I find that people are always so nice to cosplayers. They always have food available for them, like water, anything they need. There's always break rooms in case you are tired and need, like, sort of an escape from the, just the ocean of nerds. So, they're very nice, they're very nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you said that it was a promotional thing. Like, could you go into maybe more specifics about that? Like, how do you promo the product?
Well, it's not usually products that I've been, promoting. It's usually events, like Free Comic Book Day, and just, like, sort of letting the public know, like, giving them the info. People are very, they approach people in costume more often, because they'll be like, oh, can I get a picture? And you'll be like, oh, yeah, sure. Have you heard of this? And it's a very easy segue into sort of, like, roping them into taking a flyer. We're not roping them in, but you know.
Yeah, because I've been to cons, and I've just, on the last day of the conventions, there's always, like, 3 people in crazy ornate cosplays, and all they do is they walk up and down the halls just like, come to this other convention that's happening in a month. It's like, no, I'm good. I've already spent, like, $200, $300 on this one.
Yeah.
I need to take a break.
Yeah, take it easy.
Alright, so, you know, there's a lot of people at these conventions, and, you know, there's a lot of people who see cosplayers, and they will, you know, kind of get bad ideas for people that work for events or work for people. What are some common misconceptions that you've heard about cosplayers that work professionally, or even just in general? That you'd like to stamp out for the...
Oh,
yes.
shoot. I don't know. I like to think that the cosplay community is a very welcoming one, and it's sort of, it brings everyone together in sort of a hobby that they can all enjoy. But, the conception that it's a very, like, everything's friendly, and, you can hug people and talk to people like you know them, and just friends all around is kind of, it wears on you a bit, because it's not a super friendly, it's got bullies the same as high school, it's, just sort of the cliques the same as high school. I've had people, like, come up to me, I'll be eating, and they'll just start a conversation. I have never seen these people before, and I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know, I feel like, there's less boundaries in sort of the community. Like, everyone sort of talks to each other, or some people talk to other people as if they're, like, the best friends ever, but you've never seen them before. I don't know, I would like people who are coming into the cosplay community to sort of, like, I know that it's not everyone, but to sort of respect boundaries, to, shoot, how do I put this? to not be too over friendly, because a lot of the time you're super tired at the end of the day, and having people sort of come up and ask you like, oh, is it okay if we go grab lunch sometime because you're super cool? And I'm not sure. I'm just really awkward around people.
Alright, so you said a lot about, people, like, being weird about boundaries.
Yeah.
And, this is, like, it's kind of an uncomfortable topic to bring up, but there's still just, like, the problem of, like, people being too friendly in more inappropriate senses in cosplay.
Yeah.
And, I mean, is there anything that you would want to, like, point out about that, or, like, do you have anything that you would say against that? I mean, obviously you have something against that, like, duh.
All your viewers at the Chooch, I think, totally know what's what. Like, from all the people that I've seen interact with your podcast, they seem like brilliant human beings who know not to touch a girl without asking. So I'm not sure if there's anything I have to say to the viewers, but like,
I mean, yeah. Like all right, but like in the future, like I'm certain that there will be people who aren't in the know, and I think it's important to just get out there and just keep
for sure,
repeating it. It's not hurting anyone, and just be like, hey, don't be a dweebus, don't be a jerk,
don't be dunky. Like, ask a girl if you like a photo of you with your hand on her shoulder, on her hip, or anything. Like, just ask. Like, is it okay if I put my hand here? That sounds completely like awkward, I'm sure. Like. People may not want to ask, like, can I put my hand here? But it's really, like, in the long run, I super appreciate it when people ask before they touch. Specifically just because I've had some people, like, very firmly put their hand on my waist that have not only, like, creeped me the hell out, but it's also broken one of my props. So, like, you have to be careful of the boundaries, you have to respect the cosplayer themselves, you have to respect the costume they're wearing. It's, like, it's just, overall, it's better not to touch. Unless you know them, but, even then, like, if you want to for the photo, like, it's better to ask.
Let's see here, let's get a little bit, more, in a happier mood here. Do you have any good stories from cosplaying, like any specific really great conventions that you've gone to, or even just dumb shit that's gone
moments? On? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This past Emerald City Comic-Con, I met Ron Perlman as Hellgirl, and it was brilliant, and it was the most shining moment of my life, and I got a picture with him, and it was great. He called me beautiful, and he kissed me on the cheek, and it was probably the one, like, surprise, like, affection thing that I will never regret. I like walked out of there. I had tears going down my face. I was the most awkward taco. It was just awful. Like, there was like people who were just like, "Oh, are you okay? Are you fine?" And I was like, Rob Perlman just kissed me on the cheek, and they were just like, she's fine. Let's just bring
she's on another plane right now. She's not coming down for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, she's experiencing something more than we can even comprehend. Like, no, but that was brilliant. I don't know. Meeting voice actors and having them sort of like hit on you and ruining the character for you is kind of weird. Just because, like, I can't watch this cartoon anymore because this voice has called me babe. Like, just entirely ruined. But no, there's too many stories. Like, I'm sure anyone who's gone to an anime convention knows what I'm talking about when I mean, like, every second at a con is a story. But yeah, like, there's so many moments that happen that you can't even remember them all. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, crossing the border as Hellgirl, and I was in full costume because I didn't want to take it all off, and the border guard was just like, oh hey, you're Ron Perlman, you're dressed as Ron Perlman, and I was like, yeah, I am, and he was like, go on through. He didn't check our passports or anything. I was like, what has this country evolved into? Just like, these careless nerds. Awesome.
Great, now I know how to break into Canada. Alright.
There, that's it. That's all you have to do.
Just smuggle a bunch of drugs in your big prop fist, like, they wouldn't know.
Precisely. Oh my god. Oh, Canada. Jesus.
Would you say that there are any specific cosplayers that through the years you've looked up to in any way? Like, do you have any cosplay heroes or, just anyone that you want to cosplay with in the future or something?
Man. This is gonna sound super stupid, but just my friends, I guess. My friends are like my hugest cosplay heroes. All of them are so talented. They're great people. I know they're great people. There's certain cosplayers, like, there's a household name of Jessica Negri, who is, basically the cosplayer, the one that everyone knows. She's quite busty, and she uses it to her advantage, and her craftsmanship on her costumes are just fantastic, and, like, I would love to cosplay with someone like that, but on the other hand, you hear all these horror stories, and it's, like, wanting to cosplay with someone that you've never heard of, it's, like, hit or miss, because... Yeah, people can look like a hot babe, but on the other flip side of the coin, it's just like the not hot babe. I don't know.
So, official video game choo-choo, this is breaking news, Jessica Nagiri is secretly evil. We figured it out.
No, she's not super evil, she's just not nice a lot of the time. It's fine. I'm grumpy sometimes, when I'm not giggling on a podcast.
Yeah, it's fine. we all have our days.
Oh man.
But yeah, that about covers it. I'm glad that cosplay is a positive influence in your life, but I do hope that people learn that cosplayers are people. It's
gotta
good.
ask the cutie before you touch the booty. It's fine.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That'll be the tagline for this episode.
Get it tattooed across my forehead.
Nobody will ever forget.
Oh man.
But yeah, thanks for coming on, Maddie.
No problem.
We'll definitely have you on again sometime if we gotta ask you about cosplay. Maybe. All right, no. Here's a question. Okay. The two choo-choo hosts that we got here, John and Mike.
I will not cosplay you, John Machon.
No, I'm not saying that you should. I'm not saying that you should.
Okay, you pushed me. I'll do it. I'll make a John cosplay.
No.
Okay, no, sorry, what was the question?
No, the question is, who should we cosplay?
Oh, Jesus.
It's gotta be something that we haven't done before, because I've done Travis Touchdown, and that was already perfect. But we gotta do something else, so you gotta give me something else, and you gotta give Mike something, so...
Oh, man. You guys could be just trains. You could just go around as trains asking questions at cons.
That sounds like the worst idea. We should do it.
Is that pushing it too much? Okay, you can be the caboose.
Why do I have to be the caboose?
Jean Micha Caboose. Oh, that didn't work at all. I don't know.
John the Choo Choo. And Mike Chuchimano. We came up with that already. You're too slow at that stuff, Maddie. Come on.
Oh, Jesus. I'm off my game. You're your own mascots, honestly.
I guess so.
You don't need half-naked Chooch Girl.
Half-naked Chooch Girl is always welcome.
I'll cosplay the Chooch mascot. And people are like, who are you? And I'm like, only my favorite anime. And then I'll hand them a little flyer for your podcast.
Our shitty podcast that people think is an anime podcast. Like, we have had people point out that we give anime recommendations, and it's like, no, I watch too much anime and don't play enough video games, so...
You had a review for a
John.
Miku game, so...
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, and we also have a good personal, we also get NIS games every time they come out, so... Thanks, NIS. That's another... Shout out to you guys.
Oh man.
Sending us shit.
Yeah, you guys should just be train cars.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh man. You can get someone super skinny. Get Miles to be the train, like the rails, and then you can just go off the rails when you want to talk.
So you're saying that I should step all over my friends in order to further my website? Is that what you're saying?
That's how you get places.
All right. Yeah, there you go.
Oh man. I've given enough bad advice and podcast interviews for one day.
Yeah. Well, nah, you said some very positive and good things about the cosplay community, and I'm glad that I could have you on, Maddie. Thanks so much.
No problem.
All right. That was an episode of The Passenger Car. Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye.
Bye.